Yo, welcome in, welcome in. Hopefully y'all are doing great. Not 100% sure what was going on. I guess it's fixed. But not really. I'm not sure. But I think I'm just going to go for it. I think everything's fine. Let's see. And the thing is, I don't check the FPS all the time. And it's not running at the 144 it's set at. It's running at like 120. But when I wasn't streaming, it was going perfectly fine at the 144. But when I started streaming, it went down to this number, around 120, and it stays here all the time. And none of my stuff is capped out, so I'm not really sure. Who knows? It looks okay on my end here on the monitor, I guess. It looks fine, I guess. So maybe I'm just gonna do a couple of random runs here before I do Ubers and just see like what exactly there is. So just to see what happens here. So good morning, welcome in. Yeah, this pretty much looks the same as it normally does when I'm streaming. So I don't know. Just incompetence on my end, I guess. I don't know. Don't know. Started the day with a Zod. That's crazy. Crazy. Fanatum Aura, Fire, Cold, Lightning. I'm a big fan of the Cold just for the safety and to like pause it to proc or whatever, the might or the amp from the curse or whatever, but I've heard people say they like all different kinds of things, so it's up to you. Jordan finally beat hell last night. There you go. Getting through that. Congrats on that. Don't need the Amrune anymore. No, I did make my call to arms. It rolled mid, which is, I mean, kind of what you'd expect, I guess. Okay, so I guess it's fine. Pretty sure I gave it an easy password just in case I get taken out and I need someone to help me. So let's go ahead and get my fade procced up first. Yeah, I better go to the fire. I just realized, I was like, I was gonna run to somewhere else, but yeah. Blood Oath at? I don't remember. It's like halfway there. Like half up. Yeah, I got 8 base points, but up to 15. Am I in the fire? Oh yeah, he's like taking the damage. I forgot. Well, some of it anyways. I keep Fail's the only one you struggle with. Usually it's Mephisto, the one that everyone struggles with, but come on, buddy. You can do it. Dual PC setup? No. Most people don't do dual PC setups anymore. From what I understand anyways. I'm not a computer expert or stream expert here, but how does this work? Maybe it's what you messed up this morning. I'm not sure on this necessarily what you mean by that, what this is. I'm just trying to get this, has 5% chance to fade, and that raises your resistances and your physical res and everything a ton for like a certain amount of time, like several minutes. And you just got, every time you get hit, you have a 5% chance, you know, so I'm not getting hit anymore. But it's not procking, of course, because of bad luck. So I'm gonna sit here for 9 years, and eventually it's gonna, whoop, there you go. See how they all went up to 75? Now you know it is, and I'm kind of like clear like an ethereal item. Actually, I probably should have, I might just re-up it, I don't know. Or it's gonna run out. I should have waited to do it again, I forgot. 288 seconds, yeah. I'll do like the little Ubers and then it'll run out is what's gonna happen. I'll have to just wait for it to run out or something. I really didn't do that right, but does it have to proc multiple times? No, just hit one time and boom, you should be good to go. These reses should be really good too, just so I get overcapped anyways, not that it matters. Yeah, I should have done this before. I don't know why I didn't do the key thing before and then and then do it. The Merc's just gonna die. I don't even want to use them, so I mean, I'm just gonna keep this armor over here, I think. I'll keep this here, I guess. I don't know if I'm going to even teleport it or not, to be honest. We'll put these up here, I guess. What do we got? Key of Terror, Destruction, Hate. Destruction, Hate, Terror. Got him open. Forgotten Sands always is the easiest one, so let me get these put up here too. Battle command, battle order. Oh, there he is. Huh. Disappointing. I thought this would be more damage, I'm gonna be honest. Oh, that the curse didn't proc until just now. That's what happened. I was like, wait a second. Whoops. Lethargy. Good call, G-Stacks. You're telling me I should use my skills that are literally sitting right here? Stacks, come on, get real, bro. We'll do Matron's Den last. I do kind of want to teleport it, but I also don't want to die, so maybe we'll just do stuff like we'll go kind of slow on it, whatever. I just don't feel like YOLOing it, and yeah, you know what I'm saying. Technically an 85 area too, right? Or higher? I don't even really know for sure. I forget what they. But I think everything in the game can drop in here. But they nerfed the experience or something, right? Don't die? Yeah, I'll try. I'll try. Four open socket Ethereal Thundermaw. Congrats on that. It is crazy that this build just breaks all immunities and like you don't have to worry about nothing. Just saw Tyrell's might drop back there. You might have. You might have. Cool, Imp, you second out and stomped you. Second out and stomped you. It sounds like it didn't go great for you. I'm unfortunate to hear that. This kind of feels uncomfortable for me, I'm going to be honest, because I'm almost exclusively a Tellian, take him out, go back. But I just felt like just playing it safe today. Do you use consume on bosses? I usually consume. No, I do not usually, no. Oh, Merc got wrecked instantly. So I lose the Midor, but I feel like he's never going to really survive, so it's one of those, you know. Maybe I just won't worry about him. I don't think... Actually, I think he didn't even have his armor on him because I was going to hang on to the treachery because I figured he was going to die instantly, so... Did I farm keys off stream? I found a few of them on stream, and like I think I had like 212, and then I was like, oh, I'll just go get the other ones, you know. So I think that's kind of what happened. Off stream, I just went and got the other ones in, you know, like 20 minutes or a half hour or whatever. All right, this Matron's Den is more annoying with the succubi and stuff. So, oh, see, the fade ran out already. That's how slow I was going. Fade ran out already. We'll go re-up that real quick. What builds easy to start? Uber Smiter is definitely the classically easiest one to do Ubers with. Oh, I took this off. This has a bunch of my fire res on it. I forgot the authority. Oh, procced already. Look at that. Man, love to see that. What army you wearing? I'm using authority normally, but I'm just throwing on treachery to get fade, and then Then throw an authority back on. Just it's got fire res, a couple skills, so Ubers is pretty easy, I guess, too. So it seems that way so far. I shouldn't talk too soon before I fully do it, right? Right, I'm gonna go. Ooh. There's that Amrune I was looking for. Who needs that Amrune back? Let's see, can I come across the lady real quick here? Woo! Found her. Yeah, this build just has so much, like, damage, you know? Oh, you probably use the lethargy, right, G-Stacks? You probably actually use it. I'm glad I came across her quick. If I'm capped at 75, it's good. For the reses, I think you're talking about? Pretty much. Just sometimes getting them higher for Mephisto's cool, but... Tanking is amazing. Yeah, this guy's crazy. Never... I guess he lost a little bit of life. I'll go heal him up in a second, but... I guess I'm not even going to use this. I'll keep it around in case I change my mind, but... Oh, sorry. I must have missed this question. Authority better than Viper Magi? I would say probably not. I'd rather have a Magi giving you more options, gives you a bunch of res. So, but... bunch of all the resistances instead of just one. Okay. Let's hope Phil doesn't F this up, huh? 5-year anniversary party for you? We might. Huh. Isn't that portal usually more up here? I don't know. I don't farm Ubers enough to... I'm just gonna keep pumping the potions here just to really make sure I don't get taken out, huh? Easy enough. Oh, what was I doing here? Need my help? Discord was all over you? Oh, that's unfortunate to hear. 5-year anniversary party. Do you want a full box of gum, or do you want... Okay, let's see if we can get one of them at a time, huh? Can we get one of them at a time? Not that it much matters, maybe? Come on, Bale. Whatever. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. Base tank over Bale. Can we go over the gear? Sure, I guess I'll show you that, so. The Cold Aura and the Lethargy is insane. Kinda, sorta. If I can remember to use it. You guys need to get away from it. And the fact that a 1-point wonder just face tanks the Ubers. Like... Boy. Honestly, why are they still spawning? Come on, bro. This build really makes some of this stuff seem crazy, so. Alright. Now I have a torch already, actually. A 1412 Druid torch that I traded for the other day for real cheap. Just for the stats. Good thing I'm getting a Warlock torch right now. Let's go! Standard Heroes, sure, I will grab it. Popping in just Rubla, what's going on? Welcome in. Popping in just in time for a Warlock torch. 10-11 Warlock, I'd take it. I'd take it. Put in your guesses in chat, you know, for the interaction, for the algorithm and whatnot. But still, what do you guys think I'm gonna get? Good or bad? I'll show you my gear that I got on everything here. Right after I identify this, why not? Got your lock torch yesterday, nice. Yeah, they're so expensive to trade for that, like, yeah, it's almost worth it just to try to farm them, right? Kawasaki Green, I know it. Run around Kane, is that the hack to getting a good one? All right. 3, 2, 1. Is that good? Is that a good one to get? I don't know for sure. Anybody want my standard of heroes? Ouch. Guess I need to get farming some more keys. Boy, that was interesting. I literally think that was much easier than a smiter. I'm glad I did it. I did it on purpose too, because, or not, I mean, I did it on purpose. Of course I did it on purpose, but like I wanted to just do it one time with this build just to see what it was like or whatever, so. Need to farm a Warlock Torch before it gets nerfed. Doesn't the standard stack in your materials tab? I don't think so. Yeah, there's nowhere for it to go. You can't stack them up now. Just throw them on the ground. It's funny how it looks like this little flag. I know it's kind of behind chat, but it's like this wee little guy. And then you throw it on the ground, and it's like this giant thing that takes up 6 spots. Smaller than the standard of heroes, but it takes up 1 slot, and this takes up 6. Like, kind of funny. So, I'll go over the build. Why not? Not that it's anything crazy. You know, I didn't come up with some new strat here or anything. But I'm just using an Insight. Spirit Shield. It is a little behind chat, isn't it? Let me go to the left side. Whoop. Insight. Spirit Shield. Jaco. Because I need a magic find for my torch? No, I just didn't feel like changing it, really. I was using the Warlock armor, not this one. I was using this one for the run. Drang's gloves. Alder's boots. Mana Leech ring with some other stuff on it. BK ring. Trang's belt just so it cannot be frozen. Just in case I got frozen, I need to run away. High Lords, and I battle ordered up with Call to Arms, and it probably ran out, and I didn't even notice it, actually, now that I think about it. Because it had been so long since I battle ordered. That's what I used. I didn't bring my mercenary with me, because he just died right off the bat, and I said, forget it. So, there you go. That's what Sweet Phil you. That's not an amazing setup. Oh no. No. Yeah, I mean, if I wanted to, I could have threw on G-Face for more Deadly Strike or something, or get some Gore Riders for more Deadly Strike, and I mean, not put on a Magic Find Helm. I get, you know, I mean, I guess it has 10 DR too, so it's something, but no, not great. Non-ethereal Insight. 3 runes you can find from normal difficulty, and 1 you can get from Nightmare Countess. You can't get from normal Countess. Like, crazy. So yeah, what am I gonna do after this now? Let me throw this in here. I actually don't need that most of the time, to be perfectly honest. Maybe I'll do a few key runs or something. Get some more keys, perhaps, or something like that. What am I gonna do? Thoughts on the new unique? It seemed okay. I actually have one. Someone found one and they just dropped it on the ground because they're like, man, you know. I feel like the damage isn't high enough though on the base weapon. Like, why is it so low? Like, why wouldn't they make? I know it has amp. It's got Deadly Strike, but even with those. I guess amp doesn't actually even matter because you just get a guy to do it for you. It's almost better on like a barb or something where you can get amp super quick, like if you're using Frenzy or something, you know. New books and stuff aren't that great. Yeah, I would say maybe if you're rocking like a Frenzy barb, this would be cool. It'd be proccing amp like all the time. Brad, yo! Thank you for the $5 super.
17 donated
Appreciate you.
$5 through super chat. I think it stacks on the mats tab next to the dust for re-rolling stack.
You're talking about the standard of heroes? Yeah, there's nothing here for the standard of heroes, so doesn't stack anywhere that I'm aware of. But either way, thank you, Brad Piddle, for the $5 too. Crown of Ages with new jewels. Oh, you're talking about tokens. Yeah, if you're talking about tokens, you combine 4 of these and you stack the token here of Absolution to respec, yeah. I might have misunderstood you there. Or maybe we're talking about 2 different things. Man, I'm getting mega distracted here. What's going on? What was I just gonna do? I don't remember. I think I'm just gonna go farm some quick keys real quick, and then maybe I'll host some games a little bit later, maybe. We don't need that. Who really cares? Let's throw that on for more FCR to teleport. Run faster. We got run fast boots. Boots, yeah, so, okay. Oh, it's Terrorized Black March too. Let's go. D&D. I was not throwing any disdain in there. I was trying to be as non-opinionated as possible. I actually deleted a lot in that video of me ranting. I deleted a lot. I was gonna put more opinions in there, and I went, you know what? I don't want this to be an opinion video. I'll do that later. You know, in a few days. I got my torch experience with the Warlock. I want to get experience with some other stuff. With everything before I put an opinion out, to be honest. I haven't had, you know, I just generally can't stream as much as other streamers do. And I got a late start, so I don't have as much experience as everybody else. But yeah, I tried very hard to not have as opinions in there, like, you know. That's why it seemed like subtle disdain instead of, like, I don't know, like any hardline opinion, yeah. Because my real take, I'll give it on stream what my real take is now, but before I put it like in print, I really want to be fully thought out. But my real opinion is I don't like Terror Zones. I don't like Thunder Charms. I don't, you know. So that's my real opinion. So that's kind of always been my opinion too. So, oh, I got the ire. I ired up. Just for S and the G's. I'll just run around the Black Marsh, see what happens. I'm gonna get a Thunder Charm from the first Herald, which is super. It's like 1 in 70. It's like the likelihood of that happening is like dropping Tyrell's Might from any one individual monster. From one individual like unique monster you take out. Secretly loves Mosaic. That is one top secret fact about me. Yes. Well, you should have seen me when I found out that they don't have it in ladder. I was like, ooh, Blizzard. Ooh, I'm mad. That was me. Let's see. Jax said, watch the vid. It seemed like the kind of farm them is not worth it. Yeah, it looks like that's very much the fact. Kind of, sort of. I never see. The thing is when I would farm, I probably use Thunder Charms like 25% of the time. But I would just not farm Terror Zones, and I would farm the 85 areas a lot. I would do Terror Zones sometimes, like if they were good for my build. If the Stony Tombs was terrorized and I was a fire or cold build, I'd be like, oh, let's go. Or, you know. But I wouldn't be like, okay, I'm a fire druid with minus 20 fire res total on my build. let's go do Chaos Sanctuary or something. You know, I wouldn't do that. Yeah, so I'm just gonna save an exit. It's never gonna pop up here. That's one of the worst things, the worst feelings about the Heralds is because you don't need RNG to like get lucky once. You need RNG to get lucky to draw the Heralds, and then you need RNG to roll for yourself again to get lucky to get one to attack you, and then you need RNG again to roll the item that you want, and then it's like super low RNG to get a Sunder Charm, you know what I mean? So it's like you're hiding Sunder Charms behind not only the time clock and the RNG of finding these things, you also hide it behind 3 different other layers of RNG. So you at any one of those layers you could get unlucky. You know? So you're giving people, you know, it's like causing people to have to flip a coin and get heads 10 times in a row, you know. It's rough. Rough. I mean, sometimes I would steer away from ever attacking people for making a decision on something like that. But I get the feeling like I obviously care about this game. This is my full-time, like this is what I do for a full-time to pay the bills. So to say that what happens with this game is important to me is an understatement. But I wouldn't go as far as attacking somebody. I try not to, for sure. Yeah, and it's not even like the amount of total overall farm time that it requires for you to go farm Heralds is too much. It might even be the right amount. Like a full game clear, taking the amount of time that it does and this and that. But the fact that you have to do it all at once. Like, you can't play for 10 minutes to try to farm a Sunder Charm and then come back the next day and play. Maybe you have 20 minutes the next day and play for 20 minutes and then, hey, I just got 5 minutes before I have, you know, this or that, and then play, you know, you have to sit down for 7 hours, or, you know, I mean, it depends on your build. The thing is, too, is if you don't have a Sunder Charm and you don't have good gear, you don't have Enigma, you can't do a full clear very quickly, right? What is going on with this map? Or if you're just bad at the game like me. It's just one of those things where it's just, yeah, so many things stack against it, it's hard to... Who's a Herald? Who's Herald? So when I said Sunder Charms and Terra Zones and stuff before, yeah, I've never liked Sunder Charms or Terra Zones. I never have. Not just how they are now or whatever. I've never really liked them. So Terra Zones, I like that there's a way to level faster. That I like. And I would be fine if Terra Zones were just for leveling to 99, so you go, you know, if that's all they were, but increasing the drop rates, and then, like, part of putting those type of things in, too, is that people feel like that's what they have to do, or what they're supposed to be doing, and I don't know. I like people having more of a choice. I almost like the Terra Zones more now, maybe, I think, now that you can terrorize a full act. But I do not like the Sunder Charms being tied to the Terra Zone. Because then, once again, you're telling people if you want this item, you have to do what I'm telling you to do in order to get it. Instead of, like, you choosing what area you want to farm in order to find it, right? Yeah, you can get it from the first Herald. But good luck. That's the equivalent of, like, I don't know, just hopping on your computer, running out to the pits, taking out one unique and a Griffin's Eye dropping. Like, it's happened to somebody. I can't remember who it was, but it happened to somebody. But it's not likely to happen. No key yet. Yeah, I'm going mega slow. I gotta yellow teleport these more often. When am I going back to solo self-found? Great question. I don't know. No planned exact date as of now. Hope ladder's treating me well. It's going all right, you know, just doing whatever. I mean, anyone who's playing this build, their time is going perfectly fine. they're not struggling, that's for sure. But yeah, it's all right. Yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna go back to, because online is a little bit better when there's like more of a community around it. You know what I mean? Even though right now I know I'm playing by myself or whatever, but I can't help but stop and take out monsters. I know I said I need to speed it up, but I can't help myself. YOLO. Oh. Oh. Ty said hopped. Ooh, what's going on with this guy? Hopped back to single player after getting to 90. Yeah, I'm not going to really get much higher. I don't push levels, so if I get any higher, it'll just be on accident, so. They want the playthrough to not contain sunders. I mean, you just put it in a TC87 drop table, you know? That's all you do. To have it out on the playthrough. And yeah, occasionally somebody will find one on a playthrough, you know. But it's no like I found a low rune on the playthrough this year. Like, you know, we found a Shaco on the playthrough one season. Like, it just happens sometimes, but most people will not. That's the thing, like the thing about Diablo 2 is the idea that you could get crazy lucky any second on a playthrough or not. But hiding things like everything they put in the game from now on, that's like the Sunder Charms and stuff, they try to hide it behind something so that you have to do some job in order to get it. Instead of making it exciting, like gambling, they make it boring, like a job. Yep, I'm going to work, you know? Like here, to get these keys to farm torches, I have to go to work to get the keys, because I'm going to go where they tell me to go, because it's my job. They tell you what to do, and then you get paid for it, you know? Like, I don't necessarily want to do this, but I want to farm a torch, so it's like you got to. It sucks when you do something and you feel like you're doing it just because you have to. You know what I mean? More keys. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to do a little bit here, but the good thing about this is I can do this as short of a time or as long of a time as I want to. It's not like the Sunder Charm now where you have to do it for like hours in order to get a Sunder Charm. Unless you get just the dumbest luck of all time. But almost as lucky as finding a Lem Rune. Oh! Lem, 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 lem. Yeah, you want to click and load Diablo 2 and start playing. You don't want to have to load the Terra Zone tracker in order to decide whether you want to play or not, right? You don't want to be like, man, I should really go make dinner for the kids, but Easy Andy just popped up, so... And if I ever want to do it, I can't play the game when I want to. I have to play it when they tell me I have to. That's never a good feeling. Never a good feeling. Oh, I forgot I can just... I forgot I don't have to do that anymore. I forgot I can just go like... Oops. Wait, this one? Yeah. I don't have the hotkeys down yet. Yeah. So pretty much anything that ever is... anything that's ever hidden behind the time clock that doesn't allow people to choose when they want... that they can play when they want to play for how long they want to play for, I'm going to be against it every time. 100%. Well, 100%. Let's go do an Arcane, I guess. Why not? Or actually, it's Terrorized right now, isn't it? We'll do one more run since it's Terrorized, I guess. Who knows? Maybe I'll get a Zod off of whatever, so... Don't have kids, get a Sunder Charm. There you go. Yeah. Don't have friends, don't get laid, then you'll get a Sunder Charm. Checks out. Stig says you just get a few low runes from the Countess. Yeah, I mean, I do too. I do too. That happens to me, no doubt. Let's see. It's not here. Wait, I'm not far enough over. Okay, so it should be. I think there's only a couple river maps, so the tower should be right here, if I'm not mistaken. Not here. I am mistaken. Maybe it's right here then? Wait, where am I? I'm about to use all the charges before. Oh, there. I don't remember that one. There's not too many river maps, so that's what I thought I knew that one, but I guess I did not. Wormhide. Ooh, that's my jam right there. One socket, darn. Wormhide enigmas are what the true goats do. Kraken shells are right up there too. Frog Mike says don't have a job too. Yeah, it does feel bad that the Sunder Charms are trapped behind hours of individual session play, not hours of play, which I'm totally on board with. Things being rare and uncommon to find, but behind individual session time. Very unfortunate. What's going on here? Breastplate. I know why you like that one, Rand Ram. Just the name is why you like that one. Real mature. Well, I'm going way too slow again. I gotta avoid all these other monsters. Cut it out, Phil. I got my Demon Slayer, but come on, you gotta be... Uh-oh. 14 more. Ooh, okay. Come on. Love to see that one. Nope, don't do it. Oh my gosh, there's too many. I can't. Whoa! Can't help myself. There you go. That's that drop you're talking about, right? Little double Ethrune drop. Slaver? I don't know what that means. Kermit? No idea. A hot dog's just a taco. That's some pretty bad news. That's some real bad news. Countess stingy at times. I just got a Lemrune, so can't complain. Ooh. Little, and also you can throw your knife through this wall. I don't know if you guys knew that or not. Little tip from me to you. If you ever want to save like 2 seconds from running around, you could always throw your knife through the back wall. What is going on here? Pretty much the most goated tip I could give anybody is right there. Oh, while we're on stream here, I should ask for you guys' help. Does anyone know? I'm pretty sure this is a fact, but I can't find other people like definitively like. What am I trying to say here? More than a guy saying a thing. I can't find any source besides that. So the statues from the act bosses when terrorized. They should drop more statues based upon the players count, right? And also, is there any like deep dive data mine post on Reddit or something where it says that? Or did Llama say it in a video or something? Like if he said it, I would just trust it, I guess. Does anybody know about that for sure? Logic would dictate like that it would drop at higher rates on higher players counts. Just like keys. But, you know, I don't want to just say something that I believe to be true and then you find out they did some mumbo jumbo programming thing and then it's like not, you know what I mean? Kind of like how the first Sunder Charms are dropped based only upon Magic Find, and then the second drop table for Sunder Charms is based only upon players count. You know, one of those, like I would have never guessed that, you know. Yeah, I've seen the P1 1 in 12 thing. I have seen that before. But I can't find anything else. Like I seen that post or whatever from Diablo IO, and I would assume that to be true. I'm just, you know, if I haven't seen any other content creators say it in a video or like say it as fact, another person that I think would take time like I am to try to figure it out for sure. If I haven't seen someone like that try to, you know, post about it or whatever, then I don't want to like say it myself either. You know what I mean? I don't want to be the first one to say something that's not true and then everyone repeats it forever. You know what I mean? Right now, I'm actually just using my teleport staff as a weapon because the weapon does not matter at all on this build. It's kind of funny. I mean, it matters a little bit, but not much. Jeremy says you seem to get 2 statues every time. Yeah, The drop odds are, I know for P1, according to Diablo.io, a pretty reputable website anyways, is 1 in 12. So that makes sense. But yeah, if you are on an offline single player and you up the players count to 7, would you find more? That's what I want to, I believe it is true. And but I don't want to say it if I'm like it should make sense, but you know what I mean. Kawasaki, yeah. Optimally hunting like a madman for heralds means playing a ton. That's what that means. But yeah, Inferno is a absolute blaster. When he can stream and stuff, he'll stream for 14 hours a day, complete an entire Holy Grail in like a week somehow. Like he just goes crazy, 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 crazy. Easy Bail comes up now. Run it solo because I want statues. Yeah, if you're running statues, you pretty much have to do it solo. But I'm trying to, in a video, I want to say in the context of single player, that if you run higher players counts, you'll have a higher drop chance for the statues. But I don't want to say it unless I can have other people at minimum other reputable people who would not say something unless they were really sure, agree, or had seen it somewhere. You know what I mean? So but yeah. Kermit, ton could be drugs. This is actually true. Yeah, ton could be drugs. So statistical test would I mean it depends who did it, I guess. Or who did it or who's saying they did it. Because man, it's one of those things like kind of like the post about the heralds. If somebody smart, not me, but someone with intelligence, could data mine it and just pull the numbers out, and it would be like 5 seconds. It'd be like, we data mined, these are the drop rates, and you'd be like, okay. But I just can't find anything about it, I guess they drop commonly enough, even on P1, that it seems like nobody really cares too much. Like, if the drop rates did go up for higher players counts, you know what I mean? Because even if they drop at 1 out of 12 for P1, like, that's pretty good chances that you'll get them relatively quickly, right? That's pretty good chances. So haven't found one yet. Looking hard. So just an FYI on that. It does have to be, the boss has to be terrorized. You can only get the statues from terrorized act bosses, and that's it and only. So do you think it's a bummer how so much info is hidden? Sort of, but I don't know, like in the past, all the stuff we know now, like they never told us all of that stuff either, but people figured it out over time, Someone data mined stuff eventually. What is this, Duriel? What happened here? He just dropped 2 town portals? The odds. I checked max roll. I've checked every site there is. There's no drop odds for it. I found one site, Diablo.io, that says for P1 it's 1 out of 12, but I can't find anything else. So if you look up even on AI cites one guy's video where he says, I think players count, I'm pretty sure, or something like that. And AI quotes it as fact, and then you watch the video and he says, and if you up the players count, and it's just some random guy with a few thousand subscribers that does that, I don't want to say random guy. I don't want to diminish the person or whatever, but you get what I'm saying, Ooh, love the first wave. Whew. Love to see that. AI is going to cite this stream? Probably, yeah. Cogley, yeah, no, I know about heralds. Maybe, I don't know if you were talking about someone else. I'm talking about the statues that come from bosses. So I did a whole video about the herald posts, by the way, already. I mean, I pretty much just tried to like summarize it for people, essentially, and oopsie, because there's a lot of like make your eyes glaze over information in that video or in that post, and I don't know if I did a great job summarizing it either. Probably not. I don't know, but yep. Kermit's a good source. There you go. You know what a 5 attack rating MF small charm's worth? I do not. I do not. Worth something, but I don't know if it's worth a lem or if it's worth an ist or if it's worth 2 burrs. I have no idea. Usually attack rating MF, I would say those don't usually work great together because casters are usually magic finding. I guess certain barbs and stuff, obviously, for item finding and whatnot, but I'm not great at valuing things, so. Oh, I didn't even see that somehow. Came across 7 heralds since that video. Nice. I almost sold these, which wouldn't have been a big deal, but it's funny that I almost did that. Here, Frog Mike, I'll pull it up because I've been on Max Roll before and I looked at it and I did not see none of that stuff. So let me pull it up and maybe I just overlooked it. Yeah, the post about the Colossal Ancients and the statues doesn't have anything. What are these statues called? Maybe it's... do they have an official name that I'm not understanding to type it in right? Because sometimes if you search the topic, like I call them statues, but are they actually called like ancient relics or something? So I'm typing in the wrong thing. That's not going to pop up. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm just missing something here. Yeah, I couldn't... on the Max Roll site, I just went to it for the Colossal Ancients, and they talk about the Ancients and the statues and stuff. But there must be another page that I'm missing, so... There must be something I'm missing. It's under... Drop Calc Terrorize, so you have to go to the drop odds calculator. Oh, I mean, I guess you can trust that. I don't know. I guess so. I don't like using Max Roll's calculator because I've seen them before. I've looked up items, like I found items from monsters, and I looked it up on Max Roll's drop odds calculator, and it said that monster couldn't drop the item. I've had that happen, like, and then people were like, well, look up this one and this one. None of those are on there. I'm like, oh, and I looked them up, and all these items that I knew could drop from monsters weren't on there. So I've always not really used that one, but because there's other websites that I had found that said that the statue drops on P1 were 1 in 12. So. And then somebody just said they used it, and it was 1 in 12 for P7 and 8, and it was 1 in 20 for P1. So this is actually alarming me even more so now that there's all these different numbers that pop up all the time. Whoops. It feels like 1 in 12. Yeah, anecdotally, some people have said that too. I haven't done too many runs to really fully know for myself. But then I don't know if on single player, if you up it to P7, is it going to be 1 in 7 or 1 in 9? You know what I mean? That's kind of what I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, maybe I'll also have to keep looking. I appreciate the effort and the advice and whatnot. I seen some video, Orlando, about some guy I had never heard from before that had like 2,000 subscribers that made a video about whatever that's saying. But that's another one of those things that, like, with all the new information coming out, and I didn't watch the video, so I can't say that, you know. But I just was like, oh, here's some random video from somebody for something. You know, I just didn't watch it or whatever, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Bill, are you still pumping iron between SLAYIN? Just went to the gym this morning, yeah. Had a back day. I missed probably 14 days between the launch of this game and I went on vacation to Arizona. So like obviously I didn't find a gym in Arizona to go to when I was on vacation. So man, I'm literally going back to the gym now, and I'm like re-sore like it's newbie games. It's crazy. So do I know a lot about shopping items? Pretty much. I mean, if you ask me what they're worth, I'm not gonna be able to answer it for you, but I know kind of most of what there is to know about shopping items. What was I doing? Oh yeah, fourth weighing this arcane. That's what I was busy doing. Trying to get these keys to try to farm another torch to be able to have the small opportunity of getting a warlock torch, maybe. No keys so far. It's going to be one of those days. 2 weeks off, fresh soreness. I know, right? Devastating. I was finally to the point where I could like work out the day before my bowling league and I wouldn't be like in pain the next, like I could actually bowl the next day. Not anymore. Second burst as frozen arms. Oh my gosh. Nice. Congratulations. D&D sounded like you're a legit lifter here. I'm just a casual. Oops. I'm just a casual, go to the gym when I can type of person, so. Hey, come on. It's never this way. I'm trying to psych out the game and go this way first every time, but it's not working. Maybe I'll go clockwise this time instead of counter. Nage's Puzzler Telestaff. Ooh, that's what I'm using. Someone asked what I was using for teleport. That's what she is. That's why that's why I'm like always picking up random items and like selling them for the gold. Because it costs like every time I teleport out one of these maps out here, it costs like 30k to recharge your. But man, see, none of this stuff. Actually, that can be worth some money. None of this stuff is really worth a whole lot. That's unfortunate. You want to get wands and stuff out of here, preferably. The last path is 40% of the time. I know, right? Come on, bro. Do you want to get skills? So this has actually got 30 increased attack speed with 200 enhanced damage. But not really high enough. Ooh, Telly amulet, huh? Yeah, neat to have. Goated. Worth 50 jaws. Just kidding. More or less than a regular telestaff charges. I think that each charge kind of costs the same. They are level 11 though. They might even be. I don't even know. I don't know what they cost relative to normal telestaff charges, but they do. They have more charges on this staff, and you have FCR on the staff. Of course, I fourth way again. Gosh darn it. If I would have just went counterclockwise like I usually do. Gosh dang it. So yeah, I think it's like 2k a charge essentially. Every time you teleport, it's like 2,000 gold. Boom, 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 boom. Forgetting to open all 3 chests. I don't carry keys around. I ain't about that life, so if they're locked, I just don't open them. I don't need gold that bad. Unique teleport charges on the unique axe. Yeah, does Spell Steel have teleport on it? Yeah, it must. It must. The biggest thing with this staff is it has, like this right here is 14 charges and it costs 23k to repair it, so. Yeah. But I've been picking up and selling stuff this whole time. Like, I have a ton of gold saved up. The locked ones have all the runes? They might. Mike, you would. You would. Benefit of Trapsin, never need keys. That is one thing that is true. You do not need keys on it on an assassin. Most number, and this happened the other day too. I was literally almost at the point to where I was about to message Blizzard with my official channels. I'm joking, of course, but and be like, hey, did you change the code to make the Arcane Sanctuary, like whatever way you go is automatically not the right way and it automatically fourth ways you every time? Like, I literally fourth wayed like 10 out of 12 times or something. I fourth wayed the other day. And I was like, this is crazy. There's no way I'm this unlucky. Turns out there is a way. Turns out there is a way. This is going to be worth a little bit. And 20 to life, 50 poison. I mean, I don't really poison, but maybe someone wants to throw that in their invent when they go run Ubers or something with somebody. So you poison them and then it'll stop them from regenning. Maybe. I don't know. Fourth way. I could actually put up a professional service where I would just like, I would pick the 3 ways that I think it's going to be. And then whatever one I don't pick, people could just go that way and it would first way every time. It's like this again. Big Saul. I don't know what that's worth, but that charm that you mentioned there with 20 life and the maximum 17 mana is the max, I believe. That is worth quite a bit, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if that means like a jaw or like 5 jaws, but it is worth quite a bit. What armor is he running? I just got stealth on now, so I can quite literally, like you said, run faster. Because out here, survivability and damage, like, what does it matter, right? So I just have everything on to move faster, and so I can come out here and get Amrunes and Rig Mails. Come on. But yeah. Not what I usually use, but that's what I'm using right now. Still no Enigma? No. I could have got one, to be honest. But everything I found that was super valuable, I traded for SOJs for the declone walk that we did the other day. So, yeah. Top left 100%. Okay. Okay. Let's see how right you are. We got someone over here who knows that he's got the cheat codes over here, huh? Cheat codes. Running hustle. Definitely could run faster. The stuff I have on is just stuff I had laying around, though. I'm not going to go out of my way to make a rune word that I don't like need in other circumstances, I guess. Just threw it in there. So, hacker reported. Hacker reported. I know, right? We'll see how long you're right for. Keep calling on. I know whatever I pick is always wrong, so I might as well just do what someone else says, huh? Bottom, where did it go? Bottom right. Hacker unreported. Turns out he's just a fibber. Oh, not the right button. Yeah. Dev stream in 10 minutes for Diablo 2. Did I miss that? Was I too busy? If there is, I was unaware, to be perfectly honest. Oh, it's a Diablo 4 developer stream. So yes, there is a D4 dev stream. Yeah. According to the title, it's just D4. Come on, G-Stacks. No, I appreciate you looking out, but not gonna be anything I'm too concerned about. Man, this is the first way I was gonna go. Bro! I think the key drop odds from out here anyways are something like 1 in 25, so on P1, so it'd take a minute. Oh. Oh, boy. People selling Hephaestos. Yeah, I have seen that. People trading Hephaestos and stuff, yeah. Pretty wild. People requesting Hephaestos with specific cursed with I want cold, I want fanaticism, whatever they feel like they want for their build, you know? Pretty wild. Bro. Man, I gotta go back to single player just so I can get the right way every time, huh? How do you trade them? You just post up that you have like you farm it up until you find one that has cursed and like cold enchant on it or something, and then you go post, hey, I'm trading a cold enchant cursed Hephaesto for whatever, and here's the game name and password, come through my portal, pretty much. Like if you want it. Fourth way! Again. And this does take a long time when you fourth way every time, doesn't it? The only time I didn't fourth way is when someone else told me what way to go. Crazy. Yeah, the Holy Freeze curse is kind of my go-to, especially with budget gear. Just getting that cold aura to kind of help you out and maybe keep your mercenary alive a little bit better with the cold enchant, and then you can have a might merc. Boy, I do like, you know, on a sorceress when you get mana burned and you can't teleport and you get ripped? At least that doesn't happen when you have a tele staff. You can keep going. I should just take the fourth way. This is true. Whatever I decide I want to go, I should just pick 1, 2, 3, 4, and then go the last one. But it's hard because then am I going to intentionally pick the last one would be the one I'd usually pick first because psychologically I'm just like picking the one anyways, you know what I'm saying? So, but this is what I mean. Like for some reason I've been running these and every time I get fourth way. Let's go this way this time. Because this was the fourth way I was going to go last time. But then also now, this is the way that would have been the way the key was, or the summoner was last time. So he's not going to be the same way again twice in a row, right? So like, you know, I'm kind of screwing myself here. Crazy. Ooh, we want that. Oh, little Shadow Disciplines. Love it. Or Shadow Disciplines good? Let me know in the comments. Of course, you get a life skill, or not a high life, but it's going to be Shadow Disciplines, right? Great. Great, great, great. Anybody out there making what, psychic hammer assassin or something, or programs? Yo, thank you for the gifted SLAYIN ship. Appreciate you. I mean, we'll throw it in here maybe. I gotta do a giveaway here pretty soon, huh? I guess I'm not making my call to arms in that. Scroll Colossus Blade. Ooh, love it. All right, which way should first person to say is the way I'm going? Should I go up right, up left, or down left? Which is the right way? Because whatever I pick is going to be wrong. So, the first full answer was top left, so I'm going to go top left from Frog Mike. Studio dude. Oh, nailed it. Nailed it. No keys though. They just ain't coming right now. Thank you so much for the gifted Slayer ship, Studio dude. Appreciate you. Both y'all that just gifted memberships there. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah. Smallps knows what I'm doing. Gosh dang it. Am I that transparent? If I make you guys choose, then I can blame chat instead of blaming my fault. Smallps knows my game already. Dang it. Gotta start being sneakier about it. This way. Yes. But also, I found nothing. Cogly. So I just did Ubers a second ago. Yeah, this character, as I have it set up right now, well, as the gear that I have currently, I should say, with like just an insight and a spirit shield and stuff, you can absolutely just melt. And I never got hit. I don't think I got hit like one time. Some of the little skellies from Mephisto hit me from the side actually while I was attacking him. But besides that, none of the Ubers ever laid a hand on me. They never got one hit on me. So. 3, 2, 1, go. Tell me which way to go. Does MF count if your other things get the kill? Yeah. So if my mercenary gets the kill, my magic find stacks with his. So the full amount of magic find that is then. Bunch of bottom lefts. So it wasn't the first necessarily, or one of them was the first on Twitch, but not on YouTube. But because there was a few of them, I'm gonna go bottom left. Man, you guys are so wrong. I would have been right that time too, probably. Thanks a lot, chat. Boy, that was like no gold from those, but oh well, take what you can get, I guess. Go this way. See what happens. Who said go this way? Oh, garbage. None of that stuff's worth like even picking up. I'm about to start running this, dude. I've been running for like an hour for these keys. Not really, but haven't got a single key yet. Got some bad RNG going right now. But the good thing is I know that I have the same possibility on this run as every other run to get a key. Not like Heralds, where you know when you're first starting off, for the first hour of farming Heralds, you know you have a very, very, very low chance of finding a Herald. Yeah, forget about it. I'll just tell you back. It's probably faster than running through town, even though it costs about 40k in gold. Wait, didn't I just go all 4 ways? Oh wait, did I find it? What'd I do? Did I just go all 4 ways? I'm confused. I thought I just went all 4 ways and I didn't find the way. But I must have not or something. Did I get the key already? Oh, I that's what I thought. I was like, wait a second. Did I just take out the summoner and I didn't realize it? No. Cogly says that, or wait, where'd that go? Someone said on PD2 you don't have to farm this guy to get the keys. It's not farming this guy to get keys is the problem. It's that farming keys is the problem, really. This whole, like, you have to go out here and go to work and you have to farm these places because we tell you to in order to get the keys. That's what I don't like, personally, but I do want to run Ubers with this guy one more time, see if I can get a Warlock. So I guess I got to do it. Unfortunately. In my ideal world, I would put every single thing in the game I would put on a normal drop table. So you would never have to do things like this. Farm the summoner, where you take out the summoner and you have no chance of finding anything else but a key. And I know I'm exaggerating. You technically can find some other things, but essentially nothing else. Not literally, but essentially. I did find a Viper Magi from him one time, so. What gear do you need for Ubers? Nothing. On a Warlock, you can literally just have absolute Garbo gear and just easily walk through Ubers with nothing, because it's so busted. Fanged knife, antlers. Maybe. Whoopsie. Just tried to poach for no reason. Howdy, Doomiverse. Welcome in. Yeah, Cogly. you killed the summoner and went the 4th way. A few runs back, I was confusing myself. Yeah, for some reason, I was like, I just know, even if I find the summoner before the 4th way, I still 4th way somehow, you know? How do I even manage? I don't know. 80 Cent Jack said you died to it. One of the Ubers with similar gear. Yeah, I guess if you just like don't pay attention for a second, or you don't get if your bound demon isn't between you and the Uber, I guess you could get taken out, like, you know, because you could get like one tapped if they're not between each other. But I kind of knew it was coming, so I took care of it. All right, I'm gonna go do Neolithic now. At least I can switch it up and go do some of the other keys and stuff. So have people join so I can get P8 Summoner every time? Nah, I don't like doing that. I like playing the game the way that everybody else does, personally. I prefer not to take handouts and, you know, force people to jump into my game just so I can teleport out there and get the key and make everyone exit when I want it so I can do it faster and stuff. That's just not what I like to do. Thanks for the vids. Appreciate you, Deltarian. You were farming TDs the wrong way. Good, yeah. Appreciate you. Yeah, I was that Pavik. I don't know if it's Pavik or Pavk or Pavkey. I'm not really sure, to be honest, but he's been doing like deep dive data mine stuff on the game for a long time. So yeah, I just kind of brought it up because I knew I wanted to bring it to people's attention to make sure that they heard and seen it and stuff. So. At least from here, I could find everything, you know. Neolithec's high enough level that he could drop everything for me, so. Hope I get some Ogres. Ooh, man, me too. A no to key donations. Oh, absolutely no. Yeah. No. Really, I don't know. I mean, I might do that if. Then I could just run the torch and then give it away to somebody. Nah. Don't have to worry about him corpse exploding yet when he's dead so fast it doesn't matter. Myrmidon. Hopefully your farming improves after you stop eating and ignoring the wife and kids. That will help out, I promise. Your fun is wrong, says D&D. Could be. It might be wrong. I don't know. PK says, you think it's more interesting that I don't take handouts? More interesting to watch? Appreciate it. I think it's more fun to play, too, to be honest. Glad you enjoy it. I'm going to be honest, I did pull my streamer card earlier, though, and I asked for an Amrune. So, I can't say I never take giveaways. I just took an Amrune at the beginning of stream, so. Poison Nova charges, let's go. Oh no, SD took my Summoner Luck run. First run, first key. Nice. Next one you find, leave it on the ground. I did actually find one. I took the Amrune to make a call to arms before I ran Ubers. And then when I was running Ubers, a random monster dropped an Amrune in the one of the red portals, so. Yeah. Yeah, I've been getting no keys. Someone jokingly said, this is what worries me about loot filters sometimes. Someone jokingly said, like, oh, maybe you have your loot filter set wrong that, you know, it's not showing them. And I keep thinking, like, did something get checked and messed up, you know? Like, is the loot filter just busted to where it's not showing nothing? But I have hardly anything in here. I only have out small gold, keys, and bolts and arrows. And throwing potions. That's all I have filtered out, so it shouldn't be messed up. It scares me. It scares me that the other day when I was helping people get their annies, that one guy somehow his loot filter accidentally got set to block out unique small charms. So that kind of worried. I'm like, what if that happens to me? Like he has no idea how that happened or why it's getting blocked out. You know, so. And I've seen instances of that happening a lot with different things. I noticed one right off the bat, but it happened in the opposite direction. Where it was, I was trying to block out an item, but instead of blocking the item out, it was showing it. And I was like, why is this happening when I have it? But it's because for whatever reason, when you block out one thing, but then you blocked out another thing, it actually double blocked out the item and it caused it to show. You know, and how many times does that happen, but in the other way? Ugh.
At Time for Some Ranch donated $10 through Super
Oh,
Chat.
thank you for the $10 super. Appreciate your Time for Some Ranch for the huge generosity $10 super chat. Thank you, appreciate you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have I done any more Ubers? I haven't found a single key. I've been non-stop farming keys since I did the first Ubers at the start of stream. Haven't found another key since then. Oh, G-Stack's got a Zod last night. Crazy. You thought it was blocking out high runes. Yeah. I mean, just because I could show you too, and people, anytime I show them, and it's fine. I know that you can work around it and get it to block and show the right things at the right time. Oh, they don't have any here. I forgot. But if you check off to block out throwing potions and also check off to block out inferior items like cracked and stuff, it will then show the throwing potions. Which I don't know exactly the logic behind why blocking both of those two things at once causes the other one to show. And you don't have to say, you know, actually, didn't you see Llama's video? I have. I get, like, I've heard, you know, the conditions don't make any sense the way that they're set up, but, you know, it's whatever, but. It's an unintuitive setup, we'll call it at best. Sometimes. Didn't know about the faces on the walls. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, there's some new people in here, so why don't I shout this out? If you ever want to see how to get the Neolithak real quick, I do like sounding like a smarty pants, so I guess I could point this one out. I didn't know this until like literally like 3 or 4 years ago, to be honest. It was after I was doing YouTube for a while before I found this out, to be straight up. Because I never farmed Neolithak keys, because if you did before, those snakes would just nuke you instantly, you know, because all their poison damage would apply instantaneously instead of over time, and you would just die instantly and apply as physical damage, I believe. But yeah, so this particular tile, there's only 3 tiles when you come into the waypoint. This one, I'm going to go like this and teleport this way, and it's going to be like right here. I'm pointing at the mini map. Whoop. There's another one that I can show you some other time, where you go almost straight across, and there's another one where you go down on a diagonal this way. That's the only 3 maps there are for this level. And then here, if there's eyes right here, that means Neolithak is that way. If the eyes are right here on this wall, it means he's that way. If it's on this front wall, it means he's that way. And if it's on this front wall, it means he's that way. But yeah, that easy. Eagles fan says 2 negatives equal a positive. I mean, I guess, but why are potions considered... Why are throwing potions automatically considered inferior items? Wouldn't they just be considered normal items? Because they can't be cracked or anything. You know what I mean? You know what I never tried? What if I just check off inferior and... Someone probably said this and I just didn't see the comment. I don't think I ever even tried this. Which it makes no sense why I wouldn't, just out of dumbness. If you just check just inferior, does it then block out the potions, the throwing potions? Because they're not really inferior, they're just base item what they are, but I don't know. It probably would, huh? Eyes, question mark. Yeah, I'm talking about the pictures on the walls, 2 lives left, yeah. So this one right here is the one that is diagonal, right? Diagonal straight like this, and you come right into the way down. D&D says no. I don't know if that was directed towards me, but potions are a separate thing at miscellaneous. Yeah, I know they are, but yeah, for some reason when you hide inferior items, then it hides throwing potions for some reason. I'm not sure why. Yeah, these eyes right here, see them painted on the wall? Where those are at is where Neolithak is, based upon those locations I pointed to before. Boy, these keys, bro. These keys. Ethereal, that means it's gonna be worth nothing too. Dang. Whoops. Chat CCP says if you check off inferior, they do not get hidden. Gotcha. Here's the one where we do the loop hook over to the... You might be able to teleport it actually across this gap, but I always loop it for some reason. I think before D2R, because the screen was narrower, you couldn't teleport as far. I think that's maybe why, actually, now that I think about it. Because I feel like you could teleport that distance. See, here's these eyes right here on the wall. So it's going to be that way. Oh, come on, can you hit him? Yeah, I was like, he's about to corpse explode me because I keep missing. Over and over again. We'll take the ward bow. Boy, this is not going great. I am not finding any keys or anything, really. Oops. Yeah, so somebody said here, because if you check inferior and you can't check the throwing at the same time. That's what I kind of mean by unintuitive. Like, why would you have to make different conditions? Like, I can hide ammunition and keys, but it's not like one or the other, right? Why can't I hide inferior items and potion items and throwing potions? I know it doesn't work that way, but I'm saying why. You know what I'm saying? Make it a different rule. Yeah, I may do that at some point. It doesn't really matter too much. Now I'm just kind of, I don't know. I could make another rule, so. Reminds you of Google Analytics. Yeah, I just don't know why. I don't know. Like, I get the whole this or that, the way program, blah, blah, blah. Kind of, sort of, I get it. But, like, why, though? You know? It's kind of like, okay, so get this. It's kind of cold. And, you know, maybe it does work, but there's no reason it should work this way. My garage door opener, it's when it's really cold out, my garage door opener will work opening the garage from the car parked in the garage because the garage doesn't get that cold. But when I go to the gym, my car's sitting outside, I come back home and then the garage door opener won't open. I have to take it and go and warm it up. Like, I get that works every time, and you know, it works every time. But should it be that way? That's kind of what I'm saying. Kind of what I'm saying. Yeah, so if you come in with the answer being like, it's because you have to know if it's an if-then rule, and then you have to know if it combines with, right there, it's like, you're proving my point. The loot filter should be check off the equipments, hide. So anything I check hide should be hidden. That's it. There should be nothing more to it. If you have to go into these if-then computerese rules and actually this and that, it's like, like, you should just go to the menu, click hide, and click hide item, and it should be hidden. And then there's nothing else to it, you know? And, I'm not saying, like, I think you're dumb because you think that it's fine the way and it will work the way that it is. But I think you should just click hide on an item, and it should hide it. And if you click, you know, there really shouldn't even be a show item, because why do you need a show item? Why don't you just hide items, and if you don't hide them, then they're shown, right? Oof. Finally got a key. Let's go. Let's go. But the problem is that the thing has, yeah, it's because it's saying hide inferior potions. Why can't I hide inferior items and hide potions? Why do I have to make multiple steps in order to, why do I have to make hiding things like several different steps and stuff? Like, I know it's that way. I understand. You don't have to say, again, exactly the same thing over and over again 6 times. I know it is that way, but why is it that way? Why can't you just say hide inferior items and hide potions and not make multiple steps for it? Like, why is it made that way? And I know there's no answer. There is no good answer. So I'm not like, I guess I keep saying why, but I'm trying to get people to say, like, yeah, you're right. There is no good reason why. That's just how it is. And that's what it is. It is just how it is. Hey, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. See, Biff says 100% agree with Phil. That's the type of energy I like. Everyone just agree with me and don't disagree. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Like I said, I'm not mad at anybody who thinks it's fine the way it is, and they think that they should, like, have to have multiple pages of conditions in order to have an item hidden. But, like, I don't know. But I just think you shouldn't. I don't know. I have not used a lot of loot filters either. I've only used the ones for PD2 and then Pluggy. So maybe, and yeah, maybe this sounds super spoiled that I think it should be like that or whatever. I don't know. I've never programmed something, so I don't know how difficult it is either, I guess. So maybe there's a good reason for it. It's super hard to do or something. I don't know. No idea. Maybe there is that reason. In Sweet Phil's perfect world, there would be a list of hide things, and anything that was clicked to hide would be hidden. And then you'd be done. Well, that's just me. Lunchtime, there you go. Enjoy. Old School Player returning, found your channel recently, mega bringing the content. Oops, binging the content. Whoopsie. Chat moved on me. What recommended helm for a bulwark for a mercenary? So in my opinion, the recommended helm for a bulwark is the very first 3-socketed helm you find. The defense doesn't matter. I wouldn't worry about the defense. I wouldn't worry about what it looks like or anything. The very first one I found, I would make my bulwark in instantaneously. Because it's not an end game piece of gear. It is good actually. You might use it for a very long time, maybe forever. But it's not necessarily going to matter. Oh, I thought I had one over here. It must be in the stash. But yeah. Bulwark better than the Andes? Not really. Andy's fortitude setup is way better, like, I think. Pretty sure. Oh yeah, but I was gonna say, practice what I preach. I found a crown with 3 sockets. I made a bulwark. So that's kind of what I'd recommend. I don't think the base matters. Bulwark or cure? Ooh, I do love cure. I almost wish I had one right now, and actually, because man, having that cleansing aura, you just get spoiled by it. Having curses go away fast, poison, you just get spoiled by it. And then even if it's not even optimal, you're like, you know what? I'm just lazy and I don't want to have to deal with this. So, oh, another key already, man. Neolithic drop odds. P1 for keys is great, apparently. RNG, be danged, right? Yeah. We says you use the prayer insight cure setup all the time just so you don't have to ever use potions and stuff. And it gets really, yeah, I started doing that quite often too, actually. I should, but I want the might aura here, and it doesn't work as good. But I almost want to make I keep saying I want to make a cleansing. I want to make a cure. I almost want to. Ty says 95% of the time playing solo. Well, yeah, how are you going to run keys? Well, am I going to tell people to spam into here just to fill up the game so that I can run keys and then have them just, I don't know. Because at that point, I'm like taking advantage of people, right? So I don't like doing that. Got to get them keys to run torches and stuff. I didn't design the game. Not my fault. Rygrex, yo! Thank you for the tier 1 sub. Ooh. But yeah, I would not ever design the game to be the way that it is, but like with these things that have been put in since you know, the quote-unquote endgame stuff, but this is the way they designed it. So another great instance for it is what it is. Am I right? Did I got 2 keys already. Look at that. I have a good feeling about this run, so I'm going to go do another Neolithic run, but I'm going to switch to something else. What don't you like about it? Having to go do something like this that I don't really care to do right now, in order to have to go do something like farm a torch, which I don't want to also do, in order to get a piece of gear that I want. Like I can't, like, Griffin's Eye you can find anywhere, right? I'm not going to go, I talked about this earlier, so I don't want to drang on, or what's the word I'm thinking of? I don't know, but Griffin's Eye you can find in a lot of places, right? So I can choose which one I want to do right now. But to get this key, I have to farm here. You know, to get the other key, I have to farm some other place. I don't like that. I like how you can find high runes almost anywhere. You can find Griffin's Eye, D-Web in a ton of different places, you know. So I don't like when they make it like a job, you know. Like a hobby, you can choose when to do it and how long you want to do it. I don't like when they choose what you have to do when you have to do it. Things like that. You know what I'm saying? Because when you go somewhere or do something, when someone tells you you have to do it in order to be compensated for your time, that's a job. That's going to work. But when you're like, and you can do the exact same thing for a job and also be a hobby, and it feels completely different. You know, there's people that are blacksmiths as a job, and there's people that are blacksmiths as a hobby. But people who do it as a job, it's not really nearly as fun, probably. When you go to some place, blacksmith, maybe not. Maybe we'll say a welder. We'll say a welder. You can be at home and weld things, and it's fun and stuff like that. But then when people tell you, hey, come to work, and you got to work 12 hours today, and you got to weld all day, then it's like, is this fun? Is this fun now? You know, then it's not fun anymore. And that's what farming torches is. That's what heralds are to get the Thunder Charms now. So it's like, you know, that's the thing I don't like. That's the thing I don't like. 40 hours of key running, you got 4 keys. I mean, that's like the worst. Oh, it was right here. I should have seen the thing there. I didn't see it, though. That's like the worst luck of all time. That's crazy. You feel the same way about LK runs? Well, no, because you don't have to run LK to make Enigma or Infinity and stuff. There is no way to get a key through playing the game other than running the Countess, then running the Summoner to get that one, and then running Neolithak to get the other one. There is no other way. There's no other way to get a Thunder Charm except for Heralds, if you want to try to find the items yourself. You know? You don't have to run LK. You choose to. That's why it feels different. That's why it feels different. On the grind for a lock torch. 3 tries, no luck. Best of luck. Hopefully you get one fast. You could always trade for a necro torch or something like I did. This is the one I found actually, but I had a druid torch. I also have a druid torch now, I guess, but I traded for a druid torch just like, I'll just get the stats and res, I guess. Does it mean we go back to single player and run LK, Phil? If you want to. Yeah, if you want to run LK, you absolutely can. But the thing I point out is you don't have to, so it's all up to you. All up to you. Throwaway. You nailed it exactly. The reason I don't mind running the Countess, like the Countess is the best one of all of them, is because you could get those runes along the way too. So it kind of gives you a little extra oomph. When you run Neolithak, you can. I don't know why Neolithak's odds for good items is so low. I never find nothing from Neolithak. I have a few times in the past. I remember an Ohm Rune dropping. I remember for sure I got a Crown of Ages back in the day too. But his odds for dropping things is like 8x worse than like a regular unique monster. It's crazy. I don't know why. It's very weird. Chase said for Up Online, this is true. Trading is the other option. Trading is the other option. But trading for something never feels as good as finding it yourself. Trading when I trade for something, it feels like I had to give up. It feels not like it's cheating, but it's like, oh, I couldn't find it myself, so. Oh, I need to stop doing this. Stuff for gold, but I need to stop doing this. I can't help but fight monsters. Another gambling session. I'm clueless. Best of luck. Hopefully you get what you're looking for. How many keys left? I only have 2 keys from Neelathak. Those are D keys, right? So everything else, I've been getting real bad key luck, so it happens, I guess. Dark Codex, that's got to be worth something. Come on, bro. Can you gamble the new Warlock books? No, there's most... Isn't... I thought it was true. Let's see. You can't gamble any class-specific items with the exception of... Can you gamble claws, I think? Someone correct me on this. I can't remember. Yeah, you can't gamble Gull Daggers anymore because that would be a class-specific item for the Warlock, so they removed it, right? Someone says, yeah, gamble claws. So yeah, I think you cannot gamble any class-specific items except for claws for some reason. Whatever the reason that is, I'm not sure. Boy, these keys, bro. Honestly, I thought I would maybe do these for an hour or two and I'd get them all, but... It ain't working out that way, huh? Slays said came back after a few years, bored of ladder already. That's unfortunate. Yeah, realistically, I think because of like the different, the different reason bot measures and whatever other reasons there are, it seems like there's way less bots. So like, I don't know. I thought it's been going better actually than normal, but. What are keys worth? Boy. What's a 3x3 go for, like, rune-wise nowadays? Is it like a Vex, or is it like... I think it's like a Vex for... So a 3x3 would be, just means 3 of each key, by the way. Because you need 3 of each key to go farm a torch. 75 good enough to switch? It can be. Yeah. I had it. I switched at like 67 or something, and it was a really annoying time. So 75, and if you have like a lot of the normal difficulty, normal and nightmare skill quests done, you'd probably be fine. It's hard for me to 100% say for sure yes, because I've never switched at that level. So, but I think you'll be all right. Yeah, I switched at 67 and I had like none of the skill quests done, and I was like, this feels bad, man. Also, you'll need to make sure you get yourself a Might Mercenary. If your mercenary can stay alive, at least get yourself a bound curse monster. At that level, your build almost doesn't work unless you have a cursed monster. I did experience that. Tildarian. Yeah, it's kind of like I know you can pay for stuff on JSP, but honestly, the trading on JSP is so much easier. I pretty much don't even look at Tradery anymore because it's so long-timed to do that stuff. Whoops, what am I doing here? Solution, I think so, how you pronounce that. But anyways, said you've done 2 Uber runs since the game came out. You've been running keys nonstop, huh? Huh. Well, I just was kind of going off of, I ran the stuff the other night, and with the luck I've had so far and stuff. Yeah. Come on. I want to use all my charges, bro. Okay. Whoops. Ty, I know what a harmony bow is. I know what it does. Yeah, I am a D2 content creator. I've heard of rune words. I'm not going to go out of my way to make a rune word like that to, you know, to spend the time to track down. Oh, this is a new item, isn't it? Veins, whatever. Walk, run on a dagger, and a bunch of max damage. Interesting. Okay. I guess I wouldn't have to track it down. You can shop a 3-second bow, can't you? But no, I'm not really. I mean, I'm doing a lot of teleporting anyways. Ooh, Demon Hide boots from the Countess. Interesting. Did I ever find that one before? Good old Inferno strides. I don't know. Maybe somebody want them. Discord link in the description. Having an extra rune word like that, just not my gig, I guess I could say. Having to swap off, then I have to go in and swap weapons and swap whatever. I guess I'm not using the one weapon, but that is more stuff I got to think about. How much work? Oh my. 2% more work. Yeah, the puzzler's fine for what I'm doing, yeah, and I am just attacking with that, but I'm really not a person that, you know, unless I'm going to be doing the runs for like hours and hours and hours. I mean, I'm going to do an hour or two here, but, you know, unless I'm doing these runs for hours, I'm not going to spend, you know, a half hour or 45 minutes min-maxing my build, you know. I don't want to spend more time min-maxing my build than running, you know what I mean? Bro. Be here. Ooh. Gotta be here. Gotta be. Gotta be. No. Yes. Found it. Got a Vex from P8 cows. Just 2 cow runs. Legendary. Love to hear it. I don't really run cows too much anymore. I did on single player not long ago, but it just... I almost think that I ran too many cows when I was younger, you know. Some people are like that. Like, they're just like, man, I played Hammered in way too much when I, you know, in the LOD days, and I just can't do it anymore. Great. Triple right. Hell rune at least, huh? Run. I wish this wouldn't unequip. I know you can switch weapons and then switch back, but it's just like, I don't want to have to remember to switch weapons every time. It's a lot of work. I know it's not really a lot of work, but I just hate that I have to remember to switch weapons in order for it to, yeah. The charges not to go away. Unequip. Forgot about that. Yeah, I kind of kept it. It's like a low-level item, but... Interesting. I haven't seen this one yet. Like, I heard about the sets and I looked at them real quick before, but I didn't like find one of these yet. I know it's kind of behind chat. Forgive me. Shadow Thread, yeah. Terrorized Act bosses are the only thing that drops those statues. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. I meant to send them to the cube. I'm not familiar enough with the wait, how did I get all these am runes? I must have got them from the Countess and I wasn't paying attention. I was just grabbing the runes and running. I completely I thought I only had one. Anyways. Althal or Am 33. What are the statues for? So the statues are for opening up the new Colossal Ancients, or some people call them Uber Ancients. It's just like Ubers, how they're, you know, you just go around the Ancients, but they're stronger and they have different, I guess, different abilities, you would call it, and stuff. But they look just like the Ancients, and they're at the Ancients' place, but you open a portal using all the statues, yeah. And you get essentially like an Uber facet that has like up to, I don't have any yet, I'd have to look it up, but it's something like -10 res instead of a facet, how you can have up to -5, and it has like magic damage reduced and like some magic find on it, maybe. I can't remember for sure. Someone else, or just Google Uber Ancients facet or something and it'll pop up and you can see an example of it. Yeah, shards. Oh man, I'm just going. Oh, it was right here, bro. I get talking and thanks a lot, chat. You made me miss it. No, I'm just joking. But yeah, shards. Yeah, shards you can find anywhere. And the new shards, if anybody doesn't know about those, I can't show you right now, anyways. But you can use one in whatever act that it's for. You can terrorize that entire act. So you can terrorize full acts now for that one game. It only stays terrorized for that one game. If you save and exit, the game closes, it's gone. How do you send directly to cube? It's Control Shift and then you either right or left click. I like to click the buttons on my mouse and I don't even think about it anymore, to be honest. So I can never remember which one I clicked. Was it right or left? Right or left? When's the season end? Like 4 months from now. 2 lives. Nope. Once you clear a whole act and all the monsters are out of it, then once you terrorize an act, I've never even tried to use more than one shard on the same act because once it's terrorized, it's already terrorized. So, but the monsters don't respawn. No. I would assume the game wouldn't let you just nuke a shard for an act that's already terrorized. Like it just wouldn't work probably. I farm Countess a lot. Is that a statement? She has stuff that you need, like the keys that I want to farm torches, so that would make sense. But in the ruins or whatever. But I got a lem, but I'm trying to get keys really right now. That's what I'm trying to do. You got to try it for science. Ooh, I don't know if I do need to. At some point, since apparently Act 1 shards, you're going to get like 70 bazillion of them. According to the way they're set up. You're going to get 9 times as many Act 1 shards as you're going to get Act 5 shards, so... apparently we can just be nuking those anyways, they're going to be worthless. No, you're all good. You're all good, Trojan. Nope, you're all good. Oh, it's a river. Duh. Well, that was a waste. Let's see. Teleport. I got the set piece. If you Nage's Puzzler, this many charges, so I pay $70 trillion to repair it all the time. If you use all the charges, it's like over 100k gold per. And I pretty much use all the charges every game, so. I should be using the knife more, but teleporting so much fast. It's like twice as fast. I try to use the knife and I keep hitting walls and stuff. Skill issue, you know. Yeah, you can get telly staffs to shop. You can get circlets. You can get amulets with teleport on it and stuff. But the puzzler is the goat. Bro, the Countess. The Countess. I'm about to go back and run the summoner again. Oh my god. I'm getting some bad luck here. Anywhere closer to Enigma? I haven't not been trying to really hunt runes that much. You can always find them along the way, which is great about runes. You can accidentally find them all the time, but you know, I'm like teleporting down, taking out one monster or one little group of monster and then leaving, so it's not really optimal rune farming conditions, right? All right, this is the last Countess run. If I don't get a key, I think either way this is gonna be the last Countess run. 246. Okay. Stop fighting these monsters. I gotta get these keys. I'll do one more key run here, and I don't know what I'm gonna do after that. Bro, I hate when that happens. Down and out. I guess there are a lot of newer people coming back and stuff, so most people would know this. I'll just shout it out. So if you guys don't know what I'm doing here, as I'm always turning left. If you always turn left, 9 out of 10 times, 19 out of 20 times, I don't know the exact odds, I guess, but it's something like, I pretty much always say like 19 out of 20 times. If you turn left, if you always stick to the left as much as you can, that'll be the way down to the next level. Because there'll be a giant level over here that you can like explore, and you won't have to waste any of that time. If you didn't know. Most people probably do, but this is a pretty old one here, so. How do you, to actually find the Forgotten Tower, you just have to kind of look around for it. Actually, I didn't even see your question there when I was saying that before, but yeah, you to find your way down, you just turn left. Left. 12 out of 10 times, something like that, yeah. Something like that. Why not do both at the same time? The only reason not to do that is like from here, I'd have to use a portal, and then I would go do the summoner, and then I'd use those portals, so it's just more times I'll have to go to a vendor to buy more portals, you know what I mean? I could actually buy a book, but I get so used to using these down here like this that I, you know, just don't, I guess. I'm already running over to repair, and the repair vendors never sell portals, so I'd then have to take another time to run over to the other vendor to buy portals over and over again. Just another one, a case of Phil being lazy, I guess. Finally got a Key of Hate. Congrats on that one. I'm gonna go. Hold on a second. Where are these coming from? I know they're supposed to be a reflection or something, but what are they coming from? You know, like obviously you see his body reflecting down here, but what are these? I should see are they the portal, or are they like, I don't know. Not that it's important, but The most important mystery in D2 history. At least I first waited, huh? Charm luck, how's it been? So, I guess. Bad at first, but I got a couple here and there. Got a few skillers. Nothing great, but best thing I found so far this season? Well, the top ones are definitely, like, I found Arachnid's Mesh. I found a low rune on the playthrough. Crazy. High Lords, which is a good and perfect amulet for this build. I found a Griffin's Eye. Let's try the same way. That's probably the top stuff right there. No. Yeah, Figlet, I've heard people say that the town is always like on a wall just off of the path, but like it never works. So I've tried to look at that and it never works right for me. So I just like things that don't really work out, you know, just I don't really advise for other people either. If teleport around and randomly look for it, for me anyways, if it works the same for me, then that's just what I tell other people. We'll repair. Directly by the path or off the wall. Yeah, okay, I guess you're probably right there, but like isn't that the entire map pretty much? The entire map is kind of like by a wall or off of a path. Like that's kind of the whole map. I don't know. I'll look at it next time. Maybe I'm just wrong. I'll take a look at it next time. Actually, now that you mention it, I haven't thought about this in a long time. That's exactly why I don't do it. I remember hearing that and then like teleporting around the maps, and I'm like, wait a second. The entire map has walls around it. Or it's off an interior wall. It's like, that's everywhere in the whole map. Ooh, fourth way. Fourth way. Good old fourth way. Oh, man, I saw the orange and I was like, another key. I thought too fast before I read what it was. Demon Skiller, are they wanted? I did find a Demon Skiller too. That was the first skiller I found for a long time. So there are some people that rock just massive demons, right? Hex Purge worth it. So when I use Hex Purge, and I don't know if everyone else does this, I have it set to this just because it's what I was using before. The minus attack rating for the Uber bosses, I guess. Usually I actually use Hex Purge, but I only put 1 point into it. And then the plus skills get it up higher and higher. So it's a little damage boost for like no effort. You know what I mean? So that's why I use it. So let's think about this. It's either just off of a wall or just off of a path. So all of this area, obviously if this is here, then the tower can't be there. But you have to check past that anyways. There is a river too. River's kind of... Oh, it's not a river you can cross, so... And then there can be interior walls, so it could be anywhere in here. There's a path, so it's not going to be on the path, but it's going to be off of it. Paths everywhere. And there it is. By a wall and a path. But... I mean, here's the path, here's the walls. So I guess the only thing it would be is that... Here's a wall and an interior wall. It could be by an interior wall or an outer. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I just feel like the entire map has a path that goes all the way around it. and there's walls that go all the way around it, and there's walls on the interior that go all the way around the inside. So it's like I feel like, I don't know, I just don't understand the idea of you know, I just don't get it, I guess. Because the description of where it could be describes the entire map. All the time. You know, in my opinion. But apparently it works for other people. I've heard multiple people say that, but I don't think I've ever seen someone, like, using it and saying, like, here we are, you go this way. See, I can tell by this it's going to be over here. You know what I mean? Obviously, like, this is easy to explain. Yeah, Wicked. I've heard people saying that people feel like the drop rates for, like, insert X item have changed this season. I don't believe that that any of them have, unless they're ones that we know about already. About to run out of charges here. All that teleporting. Like, and by that I mean TZ and Ariel, they changed, and stuff like that. On. Build a human map pack. I know a thing or two. I've learned a thing in the days. I've learned a thing or two across my days. Love poppables. It's gonna be a 40-15 jewel guaranteed. Getting a lot of lower runes, but not getting any of these keys that I need. Not getting any keys. The bot rate is down, so less stuff on the trade market. There you go, D&D. That's probably true, huh? Yeah, I just think it's complete luck. Because like I said, I found a low rune. You know, if we're talking about runes, we'll say. I found a low rune on the playthrough. I haven't found one since, so this happens. Oh, didn't repair that. Found some other ones, some ists and stuff like that, though, so. John says, talking about learning a thing or two, he says after streaming and making content for so many years, you'd hope you'd learn something. I think that's what you're saying anyway. Yeah, you'd hope. How many hours into the Darkhaven demo? The most recent, like, thing they put out, I haven't played it at all. I just can't justify playing it right now. For my own selfish reasons. I know that when you play or stream different games, like, even if they seem like ones that you would get a lot of views on, if it's a different game than the algorithm, or if you make videos on it, if it's a different type of, if it's literally a different game name than the one that you usually play or stream or make videos on, the YouTube algorithm will just nuke you. Just nuke you. And it's very hard to, you can make videos and stuff of different games, but it's, you got to really commit to, you know, changing or have a big audience already and stuff, so. Come on. Bob says, wait 25 years for an update, play new game. That's like a meme worthy there, huh? I mean, I wasn't waiting for an update. I'm anti-change guy, brah. You know this. Anti-change Phil. Anti-change Phil. I mean, it's kind of, and the reason I'm anti-change, really, it's kind of because of, look at the Warlock, busted. Look at what they added in for getting the Heralds. Or for getting Thunder Chimes now. They added in these Herald things, you know, like, that are time clocked behind playing for 2+ hours straight. To give yourself an opportunity to get a Thunder Chime. Like, you know, this is why I don't want them to change things, but... Is cold better than fanaticism? Depends on the person's opinion. Not having perfect gear myself, I think the safety from the cold aura, mostly for my mercenary, not even myself, but keeping my mercenary from getting hit so many times and keeping him alive longer, I think is good for me. I don't much care about my mercenary, about Hephaestus dealing out the most damage as possible. So I like the cold one personally, but I've never rocked a Warlock that had a mercenary with perfect gear, so it's to where he never really dies ever, so. WTVR procs amp damage fastest, you think, Jerry? I don't know what that stands for. Don't know. I'm not sure what that stands for. How does Warlock look in original graphics? So in the expansion, they actually deactivated the original graphics. Oh, I can't. I thought this button did it. This button? Oh, right here. Only available in classic and expansion. You can't switch to the old graphics. Part of that, I'm assuming they just didn't want to make old graphics. Like, I'm not sure how the game's working right now, to be honest. How they designed it or whatever, because the old one had the old game and then it read the old game and projected it as the new game here, is how it kind of worked from my understanding. I'm not sure how they did this exactly. If there's just like a stick figure character model in the game that they made that is the Warlock, and then they... I'm not really sure. But there's no old graphics yet. Oh, that stands for whatever. Oh, that sounds like kid texting lingo there or something. I'm a boomer. Don't forget it. Rick said, I gave him some advice. If you don't think you have enough time to not play ladder, he said, thanks, I'm loving D2, but only have an hour a day on average to play. I've been playing offline and loving it. Well, glad you're enjoying it. Yeah, especially with Thunder Charms. How the Thunder Charms are done now. Like, if you can't commit to like 2 or 3, if you want to get a Thunder Charm, if you play ladder, if you can't commit 2 or 3 times a week to play for like 3 straight hours, then like ladders, like you're not going to get a Thunder Charm. Unless you trade for it, of course. There's methods, but if you plan on farming it up yourself, that is. All right, come on. The number of runs here, the RNG, the bad luck has got to end. Didn't I say it was going to be my last run a while ago or something? All right, this is going to be my last run. Chupa Cabra says, can't stand the old interface in 2026. Looks terrible. Yeah, and like a lot of people say this isn't my new original take, but I swear the old graphics on here look worse than just regular Diablo 2. Even if you take regular Diablo 2 and stretch it out, I swear they intentionally made it look worse on here so that D2R looks better by comparison. I swear. Whatever, I'll grab it. I almost didn't want to go back because I'm so lazy, but we did it. A reskinned Necro. I never compared to see how much they like look the same. They just took the Necro movements and everything and just pasted it, copy pasted it. They just did a little finagling. I mean, you might be right. That wouldn't be too out of character for this. I mean, what did they do with Heralds? Herald isn't a new character. They just took a different character and changed the color. You know what I mean? Like, They just took a different monster and changed the color, and now it's a herald. And I mean, the whole game does that throughout the entire game, so I guess it kind of makes sense. Arbors are everywhere. Udars, give them a different name, give them a different color. Now they're a different monster. Oh, hey, speaking of, you guys would know. Someone in all of chat would know this. What came first? Did Diablo 2 come first? Or did Grandma's Boy come out first? Because there's a part in Grandma's Boy where they're like, oh, what are we going to do? We don't have time to finish this last part of the game. Like, what are we going to do about this monster? And the guy's like, hey, just take the monster from the first part of the game and then put it in the last part of the game and change the color and give it a different name. Boom, you're done. It's a different monster. And they're like, ooh, that's a great idea. Everyone says they're pretty sure D2 came first. Gotcha. But I don't know. And the thing is, too, like, did D2 was Diablo the first game that did that? I don't know if in D1 did they do that? Maybe. I don't know. I don't remember all these things. Oh, they did in Final Fantasy, says Kermit, too, in the old ones? Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. So, I think that's enough. Ooh, it's already after 3 o'clock. Ooh, I was gonna... Gotcha. Yeah, a lot of people saying, like, Phil, you dummy. They did that in a lot of older stuff, too. It is true. I believe you. I believe you. Yes. So is it better to get one with an aura or one that's cursed if you can't get the perfect demon? Yeah, cursed. If you're Echoing Strike Warlock, cursed is by far the most important. So let's say you die once in a while or whatever. Come out and get the Ishmael out here is always cursed, one of the council members. You can guarantee to get yourself a cursed one every time. So I would do that a lot. Until now, I don't die as often, so now I went and got a good one. Just found a Shaco at the summoner? Nice. Oh, I didn't look that time to see if it was... Oh, well. I'm gonna go this way. Psych! I just tricked the game. I just tricked them. Gosh darn it. Yeah, I was thinking about hosting games and stuff, but I think with how much time I have left and stuff, I mismanaged my time here. I think I'm just going to keep running keys here and hope for the best. Cursed helps out physical damage? Yes. So Cursed means that the monster will cast essentially amp damage on stuff. So yeah. Dark. Yeah, very common question here. It depends on the person's opinion, which one's the best. I'm a big fan of the Cold Aura one, but some people have been saying that they loved it. This was the first way. Dang it. The Fanaticism one, so... Personally, I don't think it matters much. As long as you have Cursed, you're good to go. It's kind of like when people would say, like, for the insight for your mercenary, should you use a great poleaxe or should you use a thresher or a giant poleaxe or something? And I'm like, you'll never know the difference. You know, if you're worrying about your mercenary killing everything for you on your, Hammerden, you're in a world of hurt already. So you should worry more about why your Hammerden is not killing stuff faster and why you have to wait for your mercenary to kill stuff for you. It's kind of why I go with Probill. It's why I think the Cold Aura I use anyways too, because if I'm worried about my Hephasto to run around and kill stuff for me, I mean, I'm a busted warlock. Like, I should be killing everything, and if I'm worrying about my Hephasto doing it, then I think I got other problems. It's gonna be up this way this time again. I know it. I got a feeling. The feeling is apparently nausea. Whoops. Ooh, almost didn't see that. Luckily, I looked up. I went to read chat when I went to go through the portal, and bang, bang, boom, almost didn't see it. Lazy Italian, appreciate you. Thanks for watching the vids and stuff. Thanks for the kind words. Emo HW, haven't played for ages, huh? Okay. Is it worth leveling a paladin and respecking to a smiter to fight Ubers? There's a lot of different characters and builds that can do it, but yeah, smiter is the goat still for all that kind of stuff. This one right here, this Echoing Strike Warlock can melt them. Yeah, he's glowing the color all the time. Oh, I put this shield up again. I meant to. Never mind. Forget anything I was just saying. How many keys did I miss? Like 2? I've been having some bad key luck. It can happen though. It can happen. The one thing that's good though is that I know that every time I take out one of these people that can drop a key, there's a chance that I will find a key. It's not like there's no chance I'll find a key. On the first run, I have the same chance as I do on any other run. That's a good thing. John, nice. SDRC. Countess can choke on her runs. Haven't dropped anything higher than a lum and no keys. Ouch. Hey, it happens to the best of us, huh? Happens to the best of us. It's always you get that double or maybe one of them crazy times where you get a triple key drop. There we go. Persistence finally paid off with 1 key. Hey, 1 key is better than none. D&D says 0 is always 0. Yeah. Yeah, it does stink when you go out and slay monsters to get a Thunder Charm, and then you just kill monsters for like an hour and a half, and you don't even get a Herald to pop up. You're just like, oh man, this geez, literally through no fault of my own, I have no chance. Like I'm out here slaying, and there's not even a 0%. There's not even a 0.0000001% chance a Thunder Charm will drop, because I haven't even seen a Herald, and I have no control over that. Ugh. Feels bad, man. Frog Mike, no doubt on that one. Novasork is better than this for key farming. That's no doubt. Novasork, the GOAT. Some people like Lightning too. Any of those Lightning Sork builds are really the best in my opinion. But Nova's my jam for sure. Boy, a lot of locked. Maybe I should start carrying keys, huh? Chupacabra, yeah, the legendary triple key drop. The legendary triple key drop. I've had that happen like once or twice ever. I'll settle for a double. I don't want to be greedy. Triple key drops are a true gift from the Lord of Hatred. Got a low out of one of those chests 3 days ago. Oh man, I should get some keys. I almost want to get keys for this, to be honest. Wait, did I just save and exit when I didn't get a key? I don't even know. Losing my mind here. You know what? I'm gonna buy some keys. Oh, I'm gonna have some keys in the stash. Look at that. Got them all opened up. Legendary. Without the keys. Double key drop is the dream. Triple, yeah, triple's a very exciting dream. Good point. Not enough gold for that. Oh, bro. Nuking my gold storage over here. I'm not picking up and selling enough stuff. Not paying attention enough. Oh. Oh, the stats window when teleporting. So it's a little, I don't even usually do it all the time, but only when I'm like teleporting and wasting charges. So technically, if you have this open and you teleport, you can get the mouse all the way further over. So you see when you open it up, you're in the middle of the screen, so your mouse can only go this far. And then when you hit A, your character moves from here to here. So you can teleport that much more further when you do that. So you can like start teleporting, and that way when you're going out here, you can save a teleport or two. You know, when you're teleporting, you can get here a little bit. Either faster, speedrunners use it for faster, but I just use it right now to save teleport charges. If I wasn't using teleport charges, I just wouldn't even care because I'm too lazy, but I'm like running out of gold and not like running out of gold, but you know what I mean. Using a lot of it. Frog Mike said he's done 170 runs between keys before. My God. That's too many runs between keys. Purge over Bane. Just the, I mean, you get the little explosions and stuff that pop on the way out there and the way back or whatever. That's why. When I ran Ubers, I switched over to the other one to lower their attack percentage or whatever. And when I'm running like small packs or like small packs of weak monsters and stuff, or just packs of weak monsters in general, I rock this one. Ooh, the steel driver. Yeah, nailed it. 25% heal stamina plus. Let's go. Spare Ort runes. I mean, I would, but then I'd have to use multiple Ort runes per game. Seems a little bit illogical. I don't need gold handouts. It's all right. I just need to start picking stuff up and selling it. Not a huge fan of taking handouts, so I know it's just gold. It's not a big deal, but oh my gosh, I got first way 3 times in a row, man, just to get no. It's because I'm getting no gold because I keep getting the summoner too fast. You get more stuff out of the little out of the chests. This is softcore though, so. Two fire LK. So if you have 2 campfires, that's the most you can have. So yes, it's good. You can't get 3 campfires at LK. Unless I've been doing something wrong for a long time. Oh, I was going to repair, but I ran out of gold or something. I forget. Well, imagine if you could, if you get like 5 campfires or something, and I just didn't know this whole time. I've just been telling people you could only have 2 campfires. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch it this way. Oh my gosh. Oh, and I got a key. Oh my. Everything's turning around, fellas. I first weighed, what was that, 4 times in a row, I think? Oh my gosh. Dreams do come true, everybody. Grab the armor and stuff. Trestled, I don't think that sells for much, but time to go buy a lotto ticket. 2 lives. No, stop. Farm Trav to get gold? Nah, I don't want to do that. Oh, what am I doing? I keep forgetting, not paying enough attention to where I am, and I'm... Oh, even the Trestled armor sell for 35k? Crazy. Oh, I didn't want to do that. this. What do I got? 2 of each. No from the Countess, bro. No keys from the Countess. Come on. Come on. Countess got to give it up here. Come on, lady. What do I usually run keys on? The Countess I always just run on P1 because you get a little bit better rune drop chance. And it's not like... I've ran so many Countess runs in my day that I don't even feel a difference in the luck or RNG between running P1 or P8 or 7 or on single player or whatever. I honestly don't. So I just run P1 for... I know there's a little rune drop chance. I don't know why I just did that. And then the other ones... I don't remember Neolithek, to be honest. I think I usually do Neolithek on P3 because unless I have like a perfect build, like perfect build, which if you're running keys, you usually don't because it usually means you need torches. I'll run Neolithek on P3 and the Summoner on P like 7 or whatever because... How did he almost die? Is that from that explosion? Holy moly. How did that do so much damage to him? That exploding shrine. I wonder if there's some glitch with that where exploding shrines are dealing like 50x damage to your revive or whatever, or your bound demon. Because that's weird that he can face tank Uber Mephisto, but an exploding shrine almost took him out. They do 50% flat damage. Oh, I didn't know that. It's just something I never looked into. So if that's the case, they do 50% damage. I feel like my damage dropped way down here. Like way past 50. But I could be wrong. Maybe I was already down at, like to here and it dropped 50 from there or something. But I actually never knew that. I thought they did like a certain amount. So they can never actually kill you. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, it's got to be straight up with you. I never looked into that. Never ever even thought about it, to be honest. Interesting, okay. Half of your HP, apparently, is what most people are saying. There you go, learn something new all the time, huh? Let's see if in 4 years from now, when I think about that again, if I'm going to remember this instance. What? Did I just go right to the way down and then I just like zoned out and didn't see it? Jeez. I'm thinking too hard about a bunch of stuff. I must have looked right at it. That was impressive right there. Just impressive. I just didn't click the door and ran away. Yeah, I don't... Sometimes, like, when I'm trying to think about what I'm saying and stuff, I just don't even know what I'm thinking when I'm playing the game, the things that I do, you know? Don't know. Oh, why don't I heal my guy? Why am I not... I keep forgetting. You know, it's real easy. Why don't I just do it? It's honestly because it's so infrequent that you have to actually heal him that I just forget that you do it. Just completely forget. Hell rune, that's what I'm talking about. Come on, Countess, come out! Daily reminder to hit the like button. Yeah, I mean, I figured everybody already knew to hit the like button. Everyone knows that, right? Frog Mike says, nerf to demon health incoming. Yeah, I mean, something needs to happen to it, of course. Like, you can't put 1 point into a skill. Oh, and then be able to face tank the hardest content in the game with that, like, meat shield that took 1 point. You know what I mean? Like, that's just, you know. I don't think anybody would be like, no, that's exactly how it should be. You should be able to get 1 point into a skill and it causes you to get amp, which doubles your damage almost, or whatever it does. It face tanks everything. It gives you a cold aura to save your survivability for everything. Like, you know, and it lasts forever, and you never have to worry about it ever getting taken out, no matter what you do. I don't think anybody thinks that that's like legit and balanced, right? Only 13 likes, says Jason. There's got to be more than 13, but I haven't shouted out to hit the like button today, so it's probably like 80 would be my guess. I haven't even looked though, to be honest. Let's look how much of buttheads you guys have been today. How many likes did we get? 139 after we've been talking about it. 400 people in here and only 139 likes, bro. You guys are buttheads. YouTube only. Twitch can't hit the like button, so it's not their fault. Oh, it jumped up to 148 now. Good, good, good. I pulled out these aggressive words now, and everybody hit the like button because they didn't want to be called such meanie heads. Stinky, stinky, stinky meanie heads. Oh, I don't know what I was looking at there. Twitch has 0 likes. That is true. No likes on YouTube or on Twitch. Oh my gosh, unbelievable. Tildarian. What? There's a legend right there. You always hit the like button on YouTube. Watch on YouTube, but you chat on Twitch. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, so you like watch on YouTube because there's like too many ads on Twitch and stuff? And then you chat on Twitch because I don't know why. There's better emotes on Twitch. You have animated emotes on Twitch, and you can't have animated emotes on YouTube. That's what Legends do, though. They have both open. That's what Legends do. That's for sure. Yeah, we'll take out some monsters on the way. I can't help myself. Might as well stop trying to fight it. I just must slay demons. Fraser said Warlock set more value than Talrash's. If you're talking trade value, maybe. Just supply and demand. There's just a bazillion Warlocks and there's like 7 sorceresses, so people want to try the new set too and whatever, so it might be the case right now. I haven't tried it yet. I've heard it's okay, but I doubt it's better than Tiles. But like I said, I have not tried it. And Count is being a bum, bro. Obsession with the Warlock set right now you're rocking? Interesting. Some people say it's pretty great, pretty good. Yeah. Lathy says you lack so much FCR. So I guess that would make sense why somebody said they're rockoing. I don't even know what I'm saying. I had echoing in my head, echoing strike, and I was saying rocking. I don't know. But somebody said they were using Obsession with the set. That would make sense since Obsession has, what, 65, if I'm not mistaken? FCR on it. And some skills. And it's kind of crazy since you don't need any damage on your weapon, pretty much, to one-shot most things in the game, even on P8. 1 or 2 shot everything in the game on P8. Yeah. Words are hard. It can happen to the best of us. Oh, Charles! Thank you for the SLAYIN ship. Okay, a little superior. Everyone's pretty much got spirits by now, but everyone have a superior 4-socket Monarch? I'll take it. Obsession, the bomb for fire warlocks? I could see that. I could see that. When the weapons were specifically designed for one-handed characters, and then you make a two-handed character be able to use it and a shield for more skills, I could see that happening as being just crazy. Crazy good. How's the game going? It's going. Perfect ED roll. I think when things are superior, they get a perfect ED roll every time, don't they? And then they go from there with the percent added to it. I thought I remembered that being the case. Something I don't normally think about very often, so I'm starting to second guess myself, but I thought that was the case. Kawasaki said you got a Warlock build that AFKs the Bale Waves. AFKs P8 Bale Waves? Yeah. It must be some demon where your demons just nuke everything, I'm guessing. If you just don't even have to look. Man, these keys. These keys. Smolp said the officials thing is, it sounds very official, so I think he's telling the truth here. I believe him. Superior gets +1 the max defense, and then the superior adds on top of that. It sounds so specific that it sounds true. If you're hyper specific with maximum confidence, everyone just believes you and trusts you. Hashtag facts. Lister double defiler. Okay, all right, all right. Ethereal Shaco from a champ pack. Ooh, I don't know if that's, you know, whatever, but I don't know if that's good or bad. 330, yep. So I am going to have to hop off here in a minute. Oh. Also been streaming for 3 hours, which for me is a long time. That's about normal time for me, I guess, but I have a video pretty much completely done as well that I was going to put out earlier. I need to figure out the answer to this question. Oh, maybe, wait, Smolfs, I don't think you were here, and you tend to know lots of things. Look at that key myth hidden right there from the loot filter. Smolfs, maybe you know this one, or anyone else in chat. Maybe there's some new people in chat. I believe it is true, but I need more proof, and I can't find it. I can't find any other content creator with a YouTube video on it, really, or anything like that. I can't find a website. For the statues. I gotta shout out Marco real quick here. Shout out Marco! Thank you for the huge Slayer ship re-up, and with that, even though it's not showing the time, that means it's at least 48 months, right? Thank you so much, Marco, for the continued Slayer ship. So what I was gonna ask is, the statues. You have a better chance of finding statues on P7/8 on single player than you do on P1, right? I believe that it's got to be... logic would dictate that to be true, but I can't find a Reddit post from someone who data mined. I can't find... like, I haven't seen a video from Llama or something that said that in it. I can't find one anyways. I can't find anything. I've found 1 in 12 for P1 on Diablo.io. I found people saying they think that it caught, but I can't find anywhere for sure. Is there anyone know a source anywhere for sure besides somebody just kind of like random guy saying it? To confirm that higher players counts have better drop odds for the statues from the terrorized act bosses. Oh, geez, Marco coming in with 10 gifted Slayer ships right after re-upping his Slayer ship. My goodness, thank you so much, Marco, for the generosity. Ya legend. Thank you so much, man. The generosity is huge, 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 huge. Appreciate you. Monfreddy, you watched the YouTube video. You appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Thanks for watching. Kawasaki said you asked around, no one seems to know the true answer. It seems like, you know what I think it is? I think that they drop often enough that no one really much cares what the drop odds are. You know what I mean? That's what I think it is, because I think it's like, I think they're like more common than like keys are from, like the keys are from the Countess and stuff. Yeah, Tej saying 1 in 12 is what I seen from Diablo.io. But then on Max Roll, if you go on the drop odds calc, it says 1 in 12 is for P8. And then it says, according to the Max Roll website, this is what people told me, I didn't look at it myself, but they said P1 says 1 in 20. And then P8 says 1 in 12. But then Diablo.io says 1 in 12 is the P1 drop odds. So I'm not sure, and I don't know where you've seen it necessarily, but yeah. you can ask the Pavik. It's pronounced Pavik, right? Not Pavke or Pavki. It's Pavik, right? That's also. Is that the Pavik? Is that the proper way to pronounce his name? Let me know in the comments. But yeah, I guess if you, I don't know if you ask him on Reddit or you've messaged him before or whatever, but Pavki. Okay. I'm calling him Pavki from now on, and if anyone says anything, I'm gonna say Smulp said. No going back now, Smulps. Yeah, I feel like with how deep dive he does on stuff, he would totally already know this, but yeah, that'd actually be great, Smulps. Appreciate you. Yeah, you can just DM me on Discord anytime, by the way. Like with that answer. Hit me up, it'd be great. But yeah, speaking of what I said earlier, gotta take off. So appreciate y'all joining me. I did just run all solo today. I'm gonna be back tomorrow for sure. I'm pretty sure. Hopefully I'm not forgetting anything, but I'm pretty positive I'll be back tomorrow for a Printer Friday. I'm not gonna BRB in a second. I just leave that there. So if I have to go to the bathroom or something, it's there. So Printer Friday. We'll be back tomorrow, I believe, and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be great. And legendary. So he commented on my last video. Oh, I must have missed it. Maybe I'll go back and try to find it. But yeah, appreciate y'all. Hopefully you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Thursday. And keep slaying. Ooh, yeah.